I've got to be honest, after last year, I never thought I'd get back, but the planets have aligned and we're back for another version in POR440. So the car has been sitting pretty much for a year. It's currently here in the car shop with Dale and Marsha, and over that last year, never really planned on doing anything in relation to drag week. We're going to bring the car home, but as it was, we found that I was able to get over here, so we thought we'd start doing some stuff with the car. And you know what, if you're going to come all this way, you're going to be crazy not to do a little bit of maintenance on the car. We've already done drag challenge in the car. It's already done one drag week. It's done probably 20,000 Ks. For a normal street car, that's not a huge amount of kilometres, but in a car that's getting whipped every day, you know, we want to give it some love. So in the last 6 months, the engine got yanked, and we tore it down and we threw a few better quality parts at it. The standard truck heads that were on it, it had a set of 506s on the 5.3 engine, so it's really only 327 cubes still. We wanted to stay with that configuration. They're a good strong block, they're a great platform. When it comes to boosted LS's, cubic inches really doesn't seem to make a matter. Whether you got 320, 400, 450, they all seem to run well. So 327 cube platform, we've put some better heads on it this year, we've put some trick flow heads on it. Not so much from the point of view that the LS heads won't work. You can put 241s or 243s on and they're going to do the job, but the advantage in an aftermarket head is the deck thickness, so really you're going to get some better clamping pressure when you want to run some bigger boost. And we've done the drag week chapter where we're finished. This year we want to turn it up. You know, we want to be in, I'm going to put it out there, we want to be in the 8s all week, and we still want to do it on a small tyre, and we want to do it with a 327 engine. So we're throwing some better heads at it. The Borg-Warner Turbo, the S480, we sent that away to John Bewley, and he's pulled the thing apart and given it a freshen up, and we've gone to a S485, so a slightly bigger compressor wheel on the turbo. Transmission, we pulled it out, and I guess one of the biggest changes to the car, apart from the turbo, has been the change from a 3.0 rear ratio to a 3.9. And what we were trying to do before was hit a small tyre with a small engine with a big turbo, and while the car was awesome on the highway, made great fuel economy, it was reliable, we didn't break any parts, we weren't really maximising the performance opportunities that were available to us. So with such a small engine, we don't want to be shifting this thing at 6,500, we want to be 7,600 plus. So we've gone to a smaller ratio. We've gone to instead of a 3.0, a 3.9, so that we can actually hit the tyre harder. And not a 235 this year, we've gone to a 255 Mickey Thompson, which is actually pretty much the same width tyre, but it's an inch taller. One of the changes I'm most excited about this year has been the addition of the gear vendors. We really want to hit that tyre hard out of the hole. We've run a best of 1.4 in the 60, 1.44. We really need to get the car into the 1.3s. And we're never going to do that with a tall gear. So the 3.9 gear is really going to help us out. We want to rev this thing hard, but we want to look after it on the highway. And this unit here, this gear vendor unit, tried and tested in 6-second cars. I'm pretty excited about it. It fits nicely in the tunnel. It bolts straight up to the back of my Power Glide transmission. We've got it wired up to the shifter, flick of a switch, and it's all happening. Proper street machines never seem to stop evolving, and one of the things we noticed last year driving through the desert and in those mid 45-degree days was the pumps were suffering in the heat, and it was a combination of the heat from the road and the heat from the exhaust. So this year we've made a few small changes just to try and look after the car, which has been the addition of a tailpipe. The car is turbocharged, so obviously it wasn't a noise issue, but we hope that it's going to eliminate any fumes in the car and try and keep the heat out of these things. The only...
LS the world!
Alright, yeah, look, I just took it out on the highway, and whenever I get to like 22, 2300, it just seemed to go into like limp mode, but I'd had it hot a couple of times.
When you do that, look at that in the protection box and see what it says.
Okay. Alright, cool man, I appreciate your help.
No worries.
Thank you, Dale.
That's
Okay,
fine.
bye. Technology, don't we love it? So what's going on here, we've changed the top end of the engine, so different cylinder heads, headers, turbocharger. So now the engine has gone from having these tiny little log manifolds to something that breathes really well. And at this point, it's not about, you know, running super fast. It's just about ironing out the bugs. And we're booked in to go to Haltech Wednesday morning to try and, you know, get some good numbers out of the car and make it really nice and drivable. So jetting in just a week before drag week, there's quite a bit of stuff to get done. I guess with any boosted engine, the important things to go through are the fuel system. We want to make sure it's got a fresh set of brake pads in it, a general once over with the spanner work. But the thing that's really kept this car alive has been great quality lubricants, and we want to thank Castrol. You know, this car's not pretty on the outside, but it's always been strong on the inside, thanks to good quality lubricants. And this year we're going to be running Castrol Edge in the car. We went with a 040 last year. We're actually going to go with a 2550 full synthetic. And once we've finished all our maintenance, the car, of course, is going to go to Haltech with the changes to the turbocharging and the exhaust system. We want to give it a quick retune. We want to make sure everything's happy. And look, we're not turning up at the track with a soft tune. Everything this car's got, we're going to throw at it this year. We want to go as fast as we can. We'd like to see some big numbers, certainly over 1,000 at the tyre out of this little engine. As I said, only 327 cubes. So stay tuned for what's going to happen in the next few days.